Story 1. I used to walk home from work every night at 11 p.m. Same route, same quiet street, same 15-minute walk. The neighborhood was always empty at that hour. Porch lights, parked cars, the sound of my footsteps on the pavement. One night, halfway home, I noticed headlights behind me. A car moving slowly, too slowly. It stayed a little too close, matched my speed, turned when I turned. At first I told myself I was being paranoid, that it was just someone heading the same way, but when I stopped walking, the car stopped too. Engine still running, headlights aimed directly at my back. I crossed the street, the car crossed too. My heart started racing. I pulled out my phone and called my brother. I told him where I was. I told him a car was following me. He told me to stay on the line, to keep talking, to keep moving. Then I heard a car door open behind me. I turned slightly. A man stepped out. He didn't say anything, didn't call out, just started walking toward me, slow, purposeful. I didn't wait to see what happened next. I turned and ran. I sprinted down the street as fast as I could, didn't look back, didn't slow down. I saw the bright lights of a petrol station ahead and ran straight inside. The cashier looked confused as I burst through the door, out of breath, shaking. Through the glass window I watched. The man got back into his car. The car drove away like nothing happened. The next morning, police knocked on my door. They asked if I'd been walking home the night before, if I had seen a black sedan. I told them everything. They said that same car had been linked to a woman who disappeared 2 suburbs away that night. She never came home. They never found her. Story 2. My friend rented a cheap room in an old apartment building, the kind of place with long corridors, peeling paint, buzzing fluorescent lights, no security cameras, no front desk, just keys and locked doors. She told me it was temporary, just until she saved enough to move somewhere better. One night she called me crying. She said she heard someone inside her apartment. I told her to leave immediately, to grab her keys and go. She said she didn't want to check the door. She was too scared to look. I stayed on the phone with her, told her to keep talking, to tell me what she was doing. I heard her moving around, drawers opening, her breathing shaking. Then I heard a door creak in the background. Not her door, another door, inside her apartment, then footsteps. Slow, heavy, crossing her floor. She whispered my name. Then the line went silent. I called back. No answer. I called again. Still nothing. I called the police and gave them her address. By the time they arrived, her apartment was empty, no signs of forced entry, no broken windows, no blood, nothing missing. Her phone was on the floor near the door, still connected to my call. The police searched the building, the stairwells, the roof, every corridor, no trace of her. She was never seen again. No suspects, no evidence, no explanation. Even now, years later, her name is still on missing person boards. Story 3. I used to live in a small town where everyone knew each other. Quiet streets, short fences, neighbors who waved every morning. There was a man who lived alone at the end of my street. No family, no visitors, always kept to himself. Every night his lights went off at exactly 10 p.m. Every morning they came back on at 6 a.m. Like clockwork. One night, just after midnight, I heard loud banging from his house. I looked out my bedroom window. All the lights in his house were on. Every room, every window glowing. Behind his curtains, shadows moved. Fast, erratic. I told myself it was none of my business, that I was imagining things. Eventually, the lights went off again. The next morning, police cars were parked outside his house. Officers moved in and out. Neighbors whispered on the footpath. Later that day, word spread. He had been murdered in his own home. No one knew who did it, no signs of break-in, no stolen property, no witnesses. But one detail stayed with me. His neighbor told police she saw someone standing in his window that night. Not the man who lived there, someone else, just standing, just watching. And to this day, no one has ever been arrested.